Now, the differences between proof of work and proof of stake. You're right. Proof of work requires miners to solve energy intensive problems and rewards the first solver with new currency. More energy and better hardware increase the odds of success. Proof of work guarantees that those who've spent the most on these things have the best chance to win. And those who've spent the most are unlikely to try to cheat the system, since winning honestly is more lucrative than cheating. I mean, it's so powerful when you consider incentives to be this prime mover of human action. And I just see proof of work as like something we needed. I mean, even gold, again, was kind of this analog proxy for proof of work. That's what maintained its supply scarcity and all that. But Bitcoin, in a way, kind of perfects it. And it seems like that kernel is what the market needs to operate successfully. Like, you want people to work and render satisfaction to others, that, you know, to create value for others and value for themselves in the process. That's the way to make a wealthy, abundant, prosperous society. So I don't know, like, this gets philosophical for me, but I really think work is like a very important thing. It's like, it's talked about a lot in the Bible and other texts. I'd love to hear your perspectives on it.
Yeah, I think we generally don't want to reward people for not doing anything. We don't think people should get something for nothing, or at least we expect them to do what they're capable of. So some people might not be capable of working, and we understand and we want to take care of them. But the best situation is one in which people who can work are doing work, and specifically doing work that highlights their abilities, work that they can do better than anyone else, or better than they could do any other work. So yeah, I think, like you said, I think innate in us, we have this idea that work should be rewarded, and that sitting around not doing anything, if you could be working, it should not be rewarded. So when we think about mechanisms for where new Bitcoin or new ETH go to, we have two options. We can give it to people who are expending resources. Now, they're not like, you know, furiously scribbling math down or something, but they're spending money on money that they've had to earn doing something on securing the Bitcoin network. And in compensation for that, we give them a chance at winning. People who have ETH, now, of course, ETH is still on the proof of work model, but that mythical someday when it transitions to proof of stake,
indeed,
then it will be, and coins that are currently on proof of stake models, you don't do anything. You have some of the coin. Maybe you believed in it early on or something, and so you exchanged money for it. But now you're just being rewarded for sitting on it and for not doing anything. And we just don't think that that's a good model of how to reward people. And furthermore, if you are actually exchanging something to get more Bitcoin, if you're exchanging dollars, if you're exchanging electricity, if you're exchanging dollars for electricity to get more Bitcoin, then you're incentivized for the network to be robust, and you're less likely to try to attack it. Because, I mean, imagine someone who's spent however many thousands of dollars on ASIC miners. If they successfully attack the Bitcoin network, those ASIC miners are now worthless because nobody believes in Bitcoin because it can be 51% attacked. So the fact that you've sunk all these resources into securing the Bitcoin network, you're not only incentivized not to attack it, but you're incentivized to do everything you can to make sure it can be attacked. So the incentives line up there. Whereas with ETH, or I keep saying with ETH, with proof of stake currencies, of which ETH is not currently one, but is supposed to be one sometime in the future, the incentives don't line up in the same kind of way. So I think there's both the deep-seated understanding of the value of work that pulls in favor of proof of work, and also just this, again, brilliantly game theoretically designed bit of the proof of work model that seems to make sense.
Yeah, I agree. It's, in a thermodynamic sense, it's like work is all that we cannot counterfeit by definition. It's like something that there must be an energy expenditure to create. And when you try and work around that or obviate that or cheat that, it just, there's an externality of some kind, and it doesn't work, right?